Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout 3. We're still playing the Into the Pit DLC and today we will finally confront Ashur, or Lord Ashur as he apparently calls himself. And you know, if someone gives himself the title Lord, that's always a bit of a red flag. But yeah, I guess we have to enter Haven, which is this building here. But before I do that, I would like to check out the door we saw over here at the end of the last episode. And see if something interesting is waiting for us in the power plant. Is this just this one room? Also, what the hell is going on here? What weird kind of artwork is this supposed to be? I mean, we have seen these disembodied corpses before, but that is new right here. And we do have some useful supplies here. Let me have a quick look around. But apparently this is just this one room. This is slightly underwhelming. Oh, hang on a second. Well, there's definitely more going on. I'm not seeing any corridor though, or door or whatever. I'm guessing there's probably like a hatch here, which I can open if there was like a switch for it. Maybe it can only be opened from the other side. But how would I get to the other side? Either way, it doesn't look like I can proceed here unless there's some sort of hidden switch somewhere. Well, removing the pencils clearly is not the trick. Uptown Haven, yes. But I'm pretty sure that this is like one of these hatches and there will be a staircase down, and that's the corridor I'm seeing here. Okay, but I don't think I can continue in this direction. Let's just return. And I mean, I have seen a few people on these walkways over here.
Oh, it's talking to me again.
Alright, I have spoken to her before, but what about the guys on here? I mean, they might just be normal pit raiders that don't actually have any dialogue.
Awfully twitchy, ain't you?
Yep, this is just a pit raider. And I think there's another one over here. Just for completeness sake. I'll check that one out as well.
Bring back any good food?
No, I usually drop all the food. I probably still have the noodles that I got last episode. But okay, I guess that's really all there is to this place. Downtown Pit Underground. Yep, I don't see any other doors. Let's go ahead and let's check out Haven. Also, I guess this statue is supposed to represent a slave, maybe? I mean, it's chained down, it's on its knees. Very symbolic. Oh, who are you guys?
Keep walking, pal.
Alright, just more pit raiders. Anyway, let's go inside. Meet Ashur in Haven. Right. But if you will allow, I will look around a little bit first. I mean, this is an impressive building, or it used to be when it was, you know, not half broken. But you can still see a lot of the previous splendor, I suppose. Anyway, let's keep going. Elevator to Haven. Right, because he's like on top of the building. Where else would he be? But first, I will keep looking around. We have a staircase over here. Alright. None of this is interesting. Oh, what is this doing here? I mean, this is something you would expect to find at like an optician or something. But this clearly used to be, I don't know, maybe some sort of hotel or place with luxury apartments. Okay, another pit raider, pit raider.
Well, if it ain't the devil in person.
Are you talking about me? How do you even know me? Also, why do you call me devil in person if this is what you have in your back room? No self-reflection whatsoever, huh? Alright, all of this is empty and useless. But I still want to check it all out. And another random garden gnome. I'm going to take it with me just as a souvenir of this place. Okay, now I'm back here. Let's...
Don't you have something better to do?
Go down again.
Hey, speed it up, Twinkle Toes. There's work to be done.
What kind of work? I mean, you're not working either. You're just strolling around as far as I can tell. And I am not a slave anymore. Oh, well. There's at least something vaguely useful here. And what do we got here? Well, that safe has already been opened. Okay, and since this is a dead end, I guess I've seen everything in this place, and all that's left to do is use the elevator to Haven. Alright. None of these corridors go anywhere.
Lord Asher will be right with you. Feel free to wait inside, champion.
Oh, champion, he calls me. Well, I suppose I am the champion of the arena. The most recent one, anyway.
No, but I may heal the infirm later in the week. Time permitting, of course.
Sir, we've had sightings of Werner back in the city, and there's been an increase in chatter between slaves.
Workers.
What?
We call them workers.
Prisoners with
morale.
jobs, right?
Reminds them that they might earn their freedom someday.
Whatever we call them, they've been gathering makeshift weapons.
All right, all right. Put your guards on alert. Tell them to be on the lookout for anyone loitering too long downtown. And keep a watch on Medea at all times. Anything big happens, it's bound to go through her. Now, I've got a very important meeting with our new friend. So if anything big comes up, you use the intercom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, break's over.
Alright, and he just runs off. So, can I talk to you, Ashura? Yes, I can.
Nice work in the hole, New Blood. Knew you couldn't be one of our normal workers. So that begs the question, who are you? And what are you doing in my city?
Why do you suspect me of being anything but, like, some random mercenary? I mean, I'm not the first person who won in the arena, right? As far as I understand, all these guys up here fought their way up. But okay, whatever. I heard the pit was building an army. I'm here to join. It's complicated. How about we just say I'm new in town and looking for work? I am the hero who's going to kill you and free the slaves. This might be a little bit too, I don't know, straightforward? It's complicated, yes.
I understand. We've all got a past. And damn few of us have reason to be proud of it.
Really?
It's all behind you now. In the pit, you'll be part of a growing army, a thriving industry, and maybe even witness to a cure for radiation. But we aren't perfect, and sometimes the past comes back to haunt us. Tell me, do you know a man named Werner?
Interesting. I have 2 speech checks. Never heard of him. Why? I met the man, but he seemed like trouble, so I steered clear. Wait, can you tell me more about what you're doing in the pit? Yeah, can I use this option first and then the speech checks? Or I can just admit that I know him, which probably will not go down well with him. So maybe you tell me first what's going on here.
Ever since the city was scourged, we've done what everyone does. Whatever's necessary to survive. I know my city seems barbaric to you, but it's the only way we can carve out a home in this hellhole, and it's kept these people alive. But that's enough stalling for time. So do you know Werner?
Okay, so we're back to this dialogue again. Now I wonder what's the difference between these 2 skill checks. I mean, apart from the chances. Is there any reason I should be taking the one that has lower chances? Because if I succeed, it will give me like a better result. Because this one is like a guaranteed success. So, I don't know. Let's take a chance here. Let's try the one with the lower chances and hope that maybe if I succeed, I will get like, I don't know, a better result than taking this one.
Werner used to be my second in command until he betrayed me.
Interesting.
He was exiled to the slave pens, but he escaped not too long ago. I believe he's planning to strike at the city again, and maybe working with the slaves to do it. You've had a lot of contact with them, so maybe you can hunt him down and put an end to him. Do it, and I'll name you my lieutenant on the spot.
Why would I want to do that? Sounds like a good deal. I'll track him down. Thanks, I've got other plans. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could pretend to play along and say, yes, I'll do it, and then not do it. Although I'm also kind of interested to hear what happens if I just outright refuse to do that. I don't know. Let's maybe just play along for the time being.
That's what I wanted to hear. You've got a bright future ahead of you in the pit, new blood. In fact, I'd like to let you in on a little secret and show you the amazing advance that'll secure our place in the wasteland. Now I think would be a good time for you to meet the cure for yourself. Let's take a trip back to the lab where Sandra can explain.
Lord Asher,
Don't let me
the slaves are rioting, and someone's armed them.
Keep you.
We need you out here, and
Don't
fast.
let me. Damn it, I'm on my way.
Tuh.
Just head back and talk to Sandra. She'll explain all about the cure. Then you'll see why you have to put an end to Werner.
Okay, well, and now he's just off. Find the cure in Ashur's palace. Well, I mean, at least I can just look around now, undisturbed. I think I can even take these bottle caps here. Which I will. And any of this that is interesting? Nope, it's not. Okay, well, let's look around a little bit. Okay, apparently the cure is somewhere over here. So let's maybe check out the other places first if we can. Okay, there's nothing going on here. Oh, what do we have here? Turret control system, locked hard. And a save, average. I mean, it's off limits, obviously, but, you know, since no one's around, it still might be worthwhile to hack into both of this, actually, because it's not impossible that some kind of fight will break out once I try to, you know, steal the cure. It would be nice if I could do it like stealthily and, you know, not get detected or whatever, but this is not exactly a stealthy game, so I don't know about it. So why not try to disable the turrets to make it a bit safer for us? Outrageous. Okay. Don't have a lot of options here. Okay, I can see the S at the end and the G. So that could be the right word. There it is. Oh, and I can unlock the save from here as well. So let's do that. Reconfigure targeting parameters, deactivate turret system. I think I'm just going to deactivate it. I'm not sure if I want to cause that much disturbance at the moment. Let's just deactivate it. It's the safest thing to do, I think. Yes, I lost some karma, but I can live with that. Oh, well, look at that. I guess I'll take the stealth boys and all the diaries. I don't need the mentats. So I'm going to leave them in. But yeah, let's maybe take a look at the notes. Oh, I can actually listen to them. To Marie.
Test 1, 2. Looks like this thing is on. Marie, if you're there, this is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher, sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now, sitting on my knees safe and sound. Right about now, I bet I'm looking pretty silly. But things don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was.
Alright, so these are recordings from Asher to a daughter, apparently.
Marie, the first thing you need to know is that I wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh.
You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city. The Scourge. When we came here, the pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the pit. We were wrong.
Oh no, you really don't blame them for leaving. This is not some grudge you have, maybe. But whatever, let's keep listening.
Marie, you know those fights in the mill's arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it. But I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill, and that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, It was a chance to build again, and that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god, so along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city.
Okay, so because you had the power armor, you basically were the most powerful person around, and apparently that's enough to be considered a god around here. Okay, anyway, next diary, the cure.
As word of a new settlement got out, the city started growing, and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to grow. And as we grew, the mill needed more workers. And yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it.
Really?
But it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with a cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city, while keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would.
So, do I understand this correctly? The cure is basically his daughter. I mean, that would actually explain what Medea said a while ago, because she said something like, the cure is the only thing that is not infected around here, or something like that. And I was like, how can a cure be infected? It would make sense if it's a person that is immune to the disease, which I'm not sure is supposed to be radiation. It seems to be something different than just normal radiation, right? So it seems to be an actual, like, disease of some sort. So the question is, can we even, apply this cure to someone else? Or is this just like a genetic mutation and you're either born with it or not? In which case, stealing the cure wouldn't actually help anything, right? Because it's just like a person. Or maybe you can, like, somehow recreate this mutation, at least for the next generations, and then at least the offsprings of people are going to be immune, which is actually kind of the plot point of an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, where there was like a plague on a planet, and Dr. Bashir tried to heal them, but he couldn't. But then he found out that he could at least immunize the children when they were born. So all the, people that were already alive, they would die, but at least their children would not have the disease. But yeah, I guess this makes our situation a bit more complicated. Still, interesting to listen to this. Although I gotta say, I think if your city can only survive on the back of slave labor, then maybe your city doesn't deserve to survive. Maybe it shouldn't exist. So this whole, yes, we had to capture slaves because otherwise the city wouldn't exist anymore. Yeah, that's not really an argument, I'm sorry. Especially since, this place is, at least from what we've seen, doesn't really look that much better than any other random place in the wasteland. So it's not like having the steel mill and having all these slaves does really increase these people's standard of living, right? They're still living in like bombed out houses and in, rather destitute living conditions, at least from what we've seen so far. So I'm not sure why any of this justifies the slave labor. But whatever, I guess we will just keep looking. Yep, I still have to find the cure, and there's really only one other place I can go to. So we are looking for a person. Uh-oh.
Hello?
That's the daughter. Okay, it's a baby. That's great. How am I supposed to steal the baby? But I guess I'm going to talk to Sandra first.
Oh, Asher told me you might be coming here. but I'm afraid I was preoccupied. Little Marie here is an angel, but she can still be a handful. I'm Sandra. Asher set me up here to work on the pit's medical research, and Marie here is our daughter.
I
Our
see.
little miracle, really.
Pardon me, but Lord Ashura said you could show me some sort of cure. Yeah, I mean, I think the baby is a cure, or has potential, I don't know, DNA that could be the cure. I don't care about your spawn, where's the cure? I've got a bad feeling this isn't just bring your daughter to work day. Nope, I think it isn't.
Don't be silly. It's the best of both worlds. As a mother, I love that I can spend all day with my daughter. And as a scientist, it's great to work on something that will benefit the city.
Science, wait, you mean she has a neutral and transferable immunity of some sort? Oh, kidnap the baby or leave without the baby. Okay, so I guess the baby is the cure. You're kidding me, a baby can't be the cure. Okay, so the baby is the cure, I'll be taking her things. So the question that I have is the immunity transferable? Because if it's just the baby, then, it doesn't really help much if I just kidnap the baby, right?
Well, this is a nice surprise. Apparently you and Asher are the only other people who know anything about science in this place. Yes, it seems that our daughter was born with a naturally acquired immunity to any form of mutation. It's nothing short of a miracle, honestly.
All right.
I'm still trying to figure out why, but she may just hold the key to stopping the pit's Trog problem. Hell, maybe other types of mutations too.
So you don't really know whether this is ever going to work. You think you might be able to extract some kind of cure from your daughter, but it may not actually do that. Aren't you worried about hurting Marie? You're using your own child as an experiment, you monster. Yeah, aren't you worried about hurting her?
Oh no, these tests are perfectly safe. In fact, between the crib and her uncanny health, she's probably the safest child in the world. Asher and I would never risk her health. And if that means it takes longer to develop a full cure, then, well, everyone else can wait.
If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Sorry, but the slaves don't have time to wait for a cure. I'm taking Marie. I mean, again, the question is, will taking her actually accomplish anything? If I hand over the baby to Medea and Werner, will they be able to do some research and extract the cure? I mean, these are some important questions that could potentially change my decision. Then again, I feel I should probably just take down Asher anyway, because he's running this slaver hell, so yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel writers are trying a little bit too hard to make decisions like morally ambiguous. I mean, I kind of appreciate that we got to read like his journals or hear his thoughts on the whole situation, but in the end, it's kind of an argument on the level of, oh, look, these Nazi concentration camp guards were actually really loving parents, which, is nice, but in the end, he's still a Nazi concentration camp guard, right? So it doesn't really make it much better. So yeah, I don't know. The problem is that, I feel I'm lacking some information here, but I still think I should go through with it simply because, Ashura has to go one way or the other. The thing is, I obviously have no reason to trust Medea or Werner any more than I have to trust these people here, like Ashura and his wife. However, I will say this, only one of these people are currently calling themselves the Lord of the Pit being like a place mostly populated by slaves and with like an arena that has like gladiator style battles against each other. So based on that scarce information, I guess I'm going to set my bets on Medea and Werner, even though, like I said, I don't really know much about them either. So, I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'm going to take Marie.
And you really think the slaves can develop a cure more efficiently than I can? Don't be an idiot. And if they so much as pluck one hair off her head, I'll be sure to pluck one eye out of each of theirs. So maybe you should just put her back right this instant and tell those miserable bastards that they can wait until their goddamn turn.
Their goddamn turn? Wait, I meant, isn't she cute? Here you go, I've got your kid, you wouldn't dare shoot me. Well, I would hope so.
No, I wouldn't. But our snipers could pop the eyes out of your head without even ruffling her hair. Marie's going to be using them as playthings when you're long dead, you son of a bitch. You think you can get away with this?
Ooh.
Every raider in this town will be after your head to bring her back.
Well, I mean, she drew a weapon on me, but she doesn't seem to be firing at me. So I actually picked up the baby. So is it like in my inventory now? Is this what's going on here? Baby, yes. Apparently it weighs 5 kilos. All right. Well, I guess you're coming with me now. Also, you do have a computer here. Let's take a look at that maybe. Baby monitor. Baby not found. Insert baby and try again. Trog studies. Troglodyte degeneration contagion research by Dr. Sandra Kundanika. An epidemic of the environs around the pit, which I have named troglodytic degeneration contagion, or simply TDC, appears to be the result of intensely concentrated radiation, but the unique toxins and pollutants in the pit cause it to be far more pervasive. Anyone living in TDC active areas experience skin lesions after a few weeks of exposure, which can clear up after a month or more away from infected areas. For many healthy adults, this is the full extent of the effect. TDC also seems to interact with brain chemistry in a manner that produces a number of psychological effects, even if the subject remains physically healthy. I'll need to recover more information about psychosis before attempting to enumerate those effects. Approximately 20% of adults will progress further, losing higher reasoning and motor skills over the course of years until they have degenerated into a bestial trog. No subjects have ever been recovered from full degeneration, although wishful rumors persist of trog retaining memories and recognizing the faces of loved ones. More tragic, however, is the fact that children born in TDC active areas have a virtually 100% degeneration rate, often becoming feral within weeks of birth. I haven't seen any baby trogs so far, though. And cure research. Cure development progress research by Dr. Sandra Kundanika. Observational tests on isolated samples suggest the subject has a natural adaptive immunity to the so-called trog mutation. Furthermore, it appears that this immunity carries on to the other forms of radiation-induced diseases, from radiation sickness to large mutations such as the all-too-common development of a sixth toe. Attempts to isolate these effects have been slow-going due in part due to the delicate nature of testing. Prospects exist for duplication, but the unique and delicate nature of the subject requires utmost care in testing. Okay, so they haven't actually been able to, extract a cure or copy a cure to make it transferable to other people. So it's not really a cure, it's just a potential option for a cure. Anyway, I guess I'm just going to walk out of here now.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I guess you're not going to talk to
Come
me,
to
huh?
your senses, have you?
Oh, I can return the baby. Nope, I just thought you'd want to say goodbye to your daughter. That's kind of mean, to be honest.
You're a goddamn dead woman.
Oh
There
boy.
you are.
Okay, now she's actually hostile. Okay, well, in that case, I'm sorry. I guess I'll have to fight back. All right. That is actually kind of gruesome. Oh, cure research. Well, I mean, this might be useful. Let me have a look at that. Oh, it's the same that I've just read on the computer. Yep, it is. So, this doesn't really change anything. Okay, but now I still have to get out of here. And people might be hostile. Oh, no, they're not. I guess they don't really care as much as everyone thought. So I'm just going to walk out of here, I suppose. Alright. And... oh, we may have some enemies around here, though. Where exactly am I supposed to go? Okay, downtown. I mean, can I just fast travel there? No, because enemies are nearby. Okay, well, I guess I will have to deal with whatever I encounter out here. So let's maybe switch to a different weapon. Yep, these people are definitely hostile. Interestingly enough, not the ones inside, but apparently everyone on the outside. So that's going to be fun. Crenshaw. I don't remember this guy. No, these are not good odds. I need to go a little bit closer if I want to probably hit these guys. And I mean, this is exactly the kind of situation where the perk that completely refills your AP upon killing someone is like really, really useful. I mean, look at that. Each time I kill someone, I can just continue right away with the next target because my AP is already at 100%. So as long as I manage to kill them with one set of AP, I can always continue with the next one. And there's already the next person. Mona. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Pit raid over here, and maybe before I continue, I should heal up a little bit. Alright. I have like a lot of people over here I can loot, but I need to deal with these raiders first before I can start picking up anything. Let me take care of the guy on top of here. Alright, now I have some decent odds. This is going to be quite the bloodbath. Alright. Sure, I'll take the hunting rifle. And now gotta get a little bit closer again. And I should probably take a few more stim packs. Alright, here we go. And we are still not done. No, Lulu. Again, let me get a little bit closer. Take her down. Well, this didn't kill her completely. Oh, this is a pit slave. I don't want to kill you. Anyway, it looks like I defeated everyone in the immediate vicinity, so let me quickly loot all my victims here. Lots of fingers. I can't carry any more sniper rifles as much as I would like to. Alright, anyone else around here that I haven't looted yet? Already picked up that stuff. Okay, well, I still have to find my way out of here now. Now, let me have another look at the map. Okay. Not exactly sure where I have to go, but I'm sure I will eventually find the right way. And I can still see some enemies around. Oh yeah, some few of them. Phantom, okay. Let's get a little closer. Who are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting against the pit slaves. So I guess the slaves actually started their little riot now. Well, I guess it's just one more reason for me to kill everyone around here. Might save a few slaves. Alright, that's a slave. And we got Radab over here. I'm not sure if I will be able to hit him. He's like very far away. Yep, I may want to use a sniper rifle for that. Which for some reason isn't bound to the proper key anymore. Oh, it's because I had to give up all of my weapons. So all my key bindings were lost. Okay, these are all pit slaves. Oh no, hang on a second. This guy is not. So let me quickly put my Chinese assault rifle on proper key again. Sniper rifle is 5. And Chinese assault rifle is 4. He's actually running away. Nope, I'm sorry. If you have a red name, you will die. Okay, well, let's continue. Let me have another look at the map. I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction. Okay, so it's kind of like on the other side of this. Probably. Oh, I just leveled up. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll increase my medicine a bit. And sure, why not sneak? I never really use unarmed. Maybe let's increase explosives instead. At least I do very, very occasionally use a grenade. There we go. And let's see what perks we have. With the solar powered perk, you gain an additional 2 points to strength when in direct sunlight and slowly regenerate lost health. That's not terrible because I usually like to travel during the day. Yeah, I'm not sure. Intense training. Thief. Sneak and lockpick. The Shattered Heart perk greatly improves your interaction with children, usually in the form of unique dialogue choices. I mean, I don't really meet that many children. Then again, it still might be interesting just for a few more interesting dialogues. So I'm going to take this one. Especially since I don't feel that I badly need any of the other perks at the moment. But okay, I need to find a way to the other side. I mean, it's clearly somewhere over in this building. Also, apparently some slaves also died in this uprising. Clearly. Oh, dog. I kind of remember this guy. I hear some people talking, but all the NPCs I see on my map are friendly, so I'm guessing they're more pit slaves. Alright.
What? Man, come on. Chance. This is your chance. But you want to stay in the fucking pit? What happened to you?
I mean, yes, this is your chance. I killed most of the overseers or raiders or whatever in this area. So if you want to escape, it's now or never. Okay, here we go. Downtown. That's where I need to go, right? Okay, and we have like a bunch of enemies in this area as well. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, let me quickly head back here because I can probably save in this place. I'm going to end the episode here, and I will continue to try to fight my way out of here in the next episode and hopefully deliver the cure, quote unquote, safely. And hopefully they can actually, you know, create a cure with that. I have no idea. But for the time being, let's call it a day as always. Thank you for watching and see you again next time.